I'm convinced that we could be the generation to end the death penalty. Here's the deal. Death sentences are the lowest that they've been in like 40 years, almost half a century. Executions are at generational lows, the lowest that they've been in 20 years. And each year they go lower. This year, there will only be 15 or 16 executions. Every one is too many. But even with those executions, there are only a handful of states that are actually executing. Almost all of those executions this year have been in Texas and Georgia. So we can end this thing. For the first time, when Americans are polled, a majority of Americans say they're against the death penalty when they're given alternatives to it. And in November, the death penalty will actually be on the ballot in 3 states: Nebraska, California, and Oklahoma. Each of these states will be deciding whether or not the death penalty has a future in their state. So tell everybody you know in those states to vote on November 8th against the death penalty and make death penalty history. It's estimated that over 90 million people are adamantly against the death penalty, 90 million strong. And so I want to invite you to go public against the death penalty. We've seen all kinds of incredible voices historically, Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, and now Pope Francis. We've seen celebrities, Susan Sarandon, Martin Sheen, Danny Glover, but we need other voices. Every voice matters in this movement, so we need you to go public against the death penalty. Take a picture, a selfie against the death penalty, wear a shirt, write a politician, engage your pastor. On January 17th, it's the 40th anniversary of the first modern era execution. So the first execution we had after the reinstatement of the death penalty. So on January 17th, faith leaders, murder victims' family members, families of the executed, lawyers and pastors, we're going to gather together on the steps of the Supreme Court and call for a halt to all executions in 2017. And we're going to call for an end to the death penalty once and for all. Violence is the disease, not the cure. We can live without the death penalty.